Hey everyone, today I want to talk about something that I'm pretty passionate about, which is doing stuff outside of just studying for school. I can tell you right now that out of all the experiences I've had during my 4 years in high school, the best ones came from doing things in a club with people who I considered my friends. I can't even tell you the number of times I was laughing myself to tears, having fun whenever I was with the marching band or the tennis team or even my service club. But before we get into it, I want to give some advice to people looking for an extracurricular to do right now. Look, don't do something unless you genuinely enjoy it. I see a lot of people doing extracurriculars solely to get into a good college because they want to please people that want you to do it. But if you do something that you actually enjoy, then you'll naturally develop yourself in that area as you stick with it. And doing this won't make colleges dislike you either. Like, for example, I pursued music and theater for almost all of my high school career, and I still got into my college of choice, even though I didn't express any real intent to do it seriously in the future. Alright, that might be a bit of a narrow example, but I just think that there's so much more to judge about a person than what their extracurriculars are. So if you're not going to be judged too harshly on it, then you might as well have as much fun as possible with it. The first thing I want to talk about is being introduced to new people. So when I was a freshman, I didn't really know many people at my school because a lot of my friends from middle school went to a different high school than me. I was kind of just a loner for a while by myself until this girl that I didn't really know that well from middle school, but I kind of knew. She asked me if I wanted to join the marching band. So I agreed, told her I'd try it for a while, but I didn't have any real expectations for this. In middle school, I was a pretty mid-percussionist, and I was kind of losing interest in playing music. But when I joined, I had a ton of fun. And being around all these people with that band kid energy, it was an absolute blast. And there were also great upperclassmen who would help me practice if I was ever struggling with the music side of things. I ended up learning a lot more about music, improving my skills, and just in general reviving my interest in bands. So the bottom line is that you should find a place with a good community of people and a place where you'll have a lot of fun doing it. Now, let me tell you a story about the tennis team in my school. For one, my team's mascot is a green devil, which is pretty strange, but it is what it is. A lot of the schools that we played against, they would always have a phrase that they yelled out before the match, like, "Go Lions" or "Go Warriors," whatever. And we wanted a chant too, but we never really had a chant before, and saying "Go Devils" is pretty suspect. But out of nowhere, one of the guys was like, "Everyone, Big D on 3. And we were all like, 1, 2, 3, Big D! And it was just so silly, and I just found it extremely hilarious. Like, what kind of school says Big D as their chant? Now it's kind of like an entire inside joke. Like, one of our guys will hit a winner, and the people watching will be like, "Oh yeah, he's hungry for that Big D." And if you didn't know, the tennis crowds can get pretty serious. Like, at the state competition we went to last year, when all the other teams were so serious in the stands, our team was just laughing our butts off about making Big D jokes. So what I wanted to say is that it's all these little things that make extracurriculars so great. You make fun memories, good friends, and maybe the things you do will make a mark on your school. Who knows, maybe my kids will be yelling Big D in the stands 20 years from now. Anyways, that's about it. Now go do some fun stuff and get off YouTube. Thanks for watching. See ya.